Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Director General Jonathan Castañeda. I'm with His Majesty Emperor and Royal King Tiburcio Villamor Marcos Tanano Tadende IV. He has a special Yuletide message to all of us, the officers of the Alpha Omega Wood Development Marshall Program, the Bureau of Central Interpol, the highest international police commission, and other auxiliary organizations. What is your special Christmas message, Your Majesty?
Greetings to my kababayan and the whole world. Merry Christmas to all of us, especially to all of us Filipinos and to the whole world. Again, happy holiday to all of us. Indeed, I'll be very happy to especially to among our foundation, to Alpha Omega World Peace Development Marshall Program, and our holding bank, Universal Queen of Queens Foundation. We have developed and we actually deliver our messages to the whole world. I'm happy, especially this is my whole greetings, especially during our Christmas holidays and towards our festivities. Thank you to all members, provost marshals, or recipient donors, beneficiaries, and to the people that really work with us, especially the Bureau of Central Interpol, provost marshals, director generals, mandate trustees, and as well our HIPC, the highest international police commission, all of you, and to our beloved director generals, delivering our message across the board, all over the world. We deliver this message for all of us, and to strengthen our cause to humanity, and for the benefit especially of the Filipino masses and to all of us, to better off our life, that nobody will be deprived from what we have. As you know very well, we've been bankrolling the whole world. All of us Filipinos has this commitment through the Alpha Omega World Peace Development Marshall Program. Will bankroll monetary global stimulus backup or reset of all central banks of the world. This will be done through our concerted effort. It starts with us, here in our country, our beloved Maharlika, Filipinas, here in our country. We are blessed. We are actually the bankroller of the world. We have to begin. We have all these assets here in our country. We are the custodians of this wealth. We will distribute this wealth. These assets belong to the King of recognized asset nation. This belongs to Lord Jesus, Allah, Jehovah, your soul. We are actually the tool. We are the machinery. We have to share this wealth to the whole world. We have to begin with us, to strengthen us. And we Filipinos are the given of this wealth. We have to deliver it to the whole world for the good of all of us, human beings, and for the good of humanity. We have this as we're actually, again, the custodians. We are actually blessed. These assets are all here in our country. This has to be opened up. The spiritual wealth, the wealth of the whole world, they are all here in our country. We are actually the safekeeping board, safekeeping bank. Although we'll be using, because that has been actually been formatted. We'll be using now the Federal Reserve System treasuries to serve as our Millennium Centurion Gold Bullion Bank of the world. All these assets are deposited through the treasuries for safekeeping purposes. No lifting through documentary. And indeed, this will be used by the whole world. This asset actually has been used, but it matures back in 2005. There has 5-year moratorium. The official maturity of this asset that has been used, these are the asset of the King of recognized asset nation, the asset of the world, the global debt facility. We are now opening up to bankroll the whole world. And these are formatted at the same time by the whole world, by all the regulatory body, commissions, and bureaus that actually establishes this world backup through a process and through the auspices now of the League of Nations or United Nations Security Council to implement the ECOSOC Article 55, 53, 56, 63, all the way to 70. Embodiment of social, cultural, educational, economic development, stimulus backup, especially to back up the central banks of the whole world. Let it be if we have to exercise the mechanism of Nazara Jesara laws. We'll do it through that process. Let it be done through our admiralty laws to establish it. And we will set this up for the good of all of us and to the whole world and for the good of humanity. And I remain.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty, for your wonderful message to all of us. We hope that this would not be the last message for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And again, happy holidays to all of us. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Supreme Commander, the 7-star General of the International Bureau of Central Interpol, Tiburcio Villamor Marcos Talano Tajen IV. He has a special message to the United States President Donald John Trump. What is your message to President Trump?
My messages to especially my fellow Americans have to the Blue Ribbon Committee, perhaps to Congress and Senate, and to the judicial system of the United States of America. Indeed, I am observing the policies, guidelines, and the rules that has been imposed. And indeed, these sort of disputes of the government towards the leadership of Donald Trump, I feel it's not fair. The president exercises his right. In fact, I would even suggest Donald Trump has to impose his veto power. You have all the right to impose your rules and guidelines. You know, I believe all your constituents, I'm referring to the whole Senate and the congressional district of our government. Perhaps we have done all this through the electoral process. You won. You are the president of the country. You have the right to impose the rules. Now, the Blue Ribbon Committee of our government, I'm referring now to Senate and Congress, they can pass a bill. But they don't have the right to criticize. We have all the different agencies of the government. Perhaps this has to be properly endorsed. They have to exercise their privilege and rights. Again, President Donald Trump, I support him. You cannot just impeach the president because he's exercising his right as a president, unless he committed treason or economic plunder or any form of economic sabotage. Then you can impeach him. But to impeach him, to exercise his right, what do you have? Congress does not have any right. You're basically a kangaroo group of adversaries. Never be. Unless it's the judiciary that will really give an impeachment. Or let the electoral process impeach him if it's necessary. Let it be. I'm your major recipient. I belong to the three pillars of the government.
What are the three pillars?
Three pillars, perhaps, if I will mention you. We have the District of Columbia,
Washington, D.C.
which is composes of our whole system of government, Washington, D.C. by itself. Again, that's District of Columbia. The second part of it is the pillar of the Consulary Fondazione di Vaticano, the foundation of the Vatican, which support the system, this pillar. Perhaps it's being led by the Jesuits, the Superior General, what we call the Black Pope, and the Pontifical Ecclesiastical Religion, Doctrine, or Ministers for that purpose. And the third pillar, perhaps, which I belong, the King of Kings, City Corporation of London. And the person behind now, being the King of Kings, especially the person behind the King of Recognized Asset Nation, that actually bankroll the whole global monetary board of central banks of central banks. Indeed, this should be a part of our guideline systems, procedures, and full administrative purposes around and to establish a proper governance for that purpose and for the government that we have.
How you will help President Donald Trump?
I believe he's doing his best. If there is a president of the United States that has been honest enough and who has proper credentials and the proper guts to strengthen the U.S. government, I believe, I endorse Donald J. Trump as our president and as our leader, has been part of our founding fathers, pillar of the U.S. government and governors.
Thank you very much for these wonderful messages to President Donald J. Trump and to the American people, Your Majesty.
First and foremost, my greetings to the whole world, and especially to my fellow Americans. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you. We're approaching Happy New Year at the same time. To all of us, again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Lord Jesus, God Allah, Jehovah, Yeshua, in Him we trust.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Nandito po si General Tiburcio Benamor Marcos Talano Tadian IV. Ang pag-uusapan po namin ngayon ay tungkol sa libreng patubig para sa mamamayang Pilipino. Ano po ang masasabi niyo tungkol sa libreng patubig?
Ito pong problema sa tubig natin dito. First and foremost, dapat naman alam na ninyo ang problema. Ito, puro lamang na siyam na dilyaan. Wala actually dapat na mga kontrata na ito. Dahil ang una, tubig ay natural resources natin. Kung yan ay dahil sa pangloloko, pang-aapi, at pangungurakot ng mga politiko at mga businessman para mailagak lamang itong natural resources natin na tubig na ito, para dapat naman hindi binabayaran ng tubig. Yan ay responsibilidad ng gobyerno natin sa masa, sa mga tao. Una, alam na natin na pinagloloko tayo nitong mga politiko natin na nandyan pa hanggang ngayon. Niloloko na nga tayo at kinokolektahan tayo, nakamulagat lang tayo. Gustong-gusto naman ninyo, ilan na tao lamang nang loloko sa atin. Dapat yan maibalik ang tubig na ang gobyerno ang mamamahala. Huwag na natin entertainin ng anuman na restructuring or kung anuman. Dapat ang tubig nasa gobyerno natin. Ikulong ang mga managot sa mga kasalanan, sa pangloloko, pandarambong ng kaban ng bayan natin. Lalo na sa ikalulugmok ng masa. Dahil pinagbabayad ka libo-libo, ang liit na lugar lamang na tirhan mo, konti lang na tubig. Babayaran mo 1,000 mahigit. Ano ba ito? Huwag na, matatalino na tayo lahat na Pilipino. Huwag na tayong paloko. Niloloko na nga tayo nitong mga ilan-ilan na mga politiko natin at businessman. Ano ba kayo? Kayo ba lahat ng mga politiko nakikipaglukuhan pa, lolokohin pa ninyo ang masa na Pilipino? Alam naman na natin. kunin na ang gobyerno ng tubig. Ibigay na libre ng tubig. Kolektahan ninyo sa mga ayala, sa mga pangilinan, trilyon ang nakulimbat nila. Kunin na ninyo yung perang yan at ibayad yan sa maintenance ng tubig natin. Ilibre ninyo ng tubig dahil natural resources natin po ang tubig. Wala dapat bayad ang tubig. Again, natural na resources natin. Hindi na papayag ngayon ng masa na magbayad ng tubig. Yan ang advocacy ko. Wala nang magbabayad ng masa para mapahinto natin ito na kalukuhan ng mga iilan-ilan na tao. Kailangan po, ang tubig ay libre. Tayo po lahat na Pilipino, huwag na kayong magbayad ng tubig. Ilibre natin ang tubig. Kolektahin natin sa mga ayala, sa mga pangilinan, trilyon ang nakuha nila sa atin. Yan ang maintenance ng tubig natin. Huwag na natin i-sensationalize, huwag na natin gawin na sarsuela ito sa gobyerno natin. Kayong mga senador at congressman, huwag na ninyong isarsuela ito. Wala na tayong artistahan. Matatalino na po tayo lahat na Pilipino. Please, gawin natin na libre ang tubig. Matalino na po ang Pilipino. Hindi na po ninyo maloko ang mga Pilipino. Ang masa, lahat tayong mga Pilipino, huwag na kayong magbayad ng tubig. Let it be na ang kinolekta natin na nakulimbat ng mga pangilinan at mga ayala, ibalik nila para pangbayad ng maintenance ng tubig natin. Libre na po ng tubig. Huwag po kayong mabahala dyan. Dapat, responsibilidad po ng gobyerno natin na ibigay na libre, na potable na tubig, na meron tayong water desalination, at yan din lang naman, kailangan mainom natin ang tubig natin. Dapat ang gobyerno natin ang mamamahala sa tubig natin. Kung ano man, mai-refund o makuha na refund ng mga ayala at pangilinan. Yan ang gagamitin po na pangbayad sa maintenance ng tubig natin. Ilibre na ninyo ng tubig. Natural resources natin yan. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of us, and Lord Jesus, God Allah, will help us. Amen. Again, happy holiday, Merry Christmas to all of us.
And Happy New Year.